this small studio in a Perth suburb, designer Rebecca Rickard is busy with her Indigenous fashion label, creating designs that have captured global attention. Her range of denim jackets features the work of Indigenous artists and was recently centre stage at New York's prestigious Fashion Week.
Yeah, it was just an amazing experience. It was all online due to the COVID and restrictions.
The achievement was a dream come true for Rebecca, who is proud to showcase Aboriginal culture to the world.
Oh, it was amazing, yeah. I felt really proud. And I felt proud of the artists as well. I think being Australia and being down here and being the world's oldest culture, living culture, I just get such goosebumps and pride from that. And I think showcasing it anywhere you can outside of Australia is really important as well.
Rebecca raised the $4,000 Fashion Week entry fee through crowdfunding after a late call-up to the New York show.
I realised the support, the community that it's built. Like, the label has such a following of wonderful supporters now, and I think that it made me realise that that's just as important as any money that you make from a business.
Since Rebecca started Deadly Denim 4 years ago, she has collaborated with female artists and local elders.
Can't stain it as well. Because you know the ones that do emu leather and crocodile? Oh, yeah.
Rebecca supports Indigenous women through her business. Many are artists and designers working outside the mainstream fashion industry.
When I first started, I was studying midwifery, and it's very woman-centred. It's very much about women supporting women. I think that's just naturally come into the business, and all of the artists have been women.
With tons of fast fashion items dumped in landfill every year, Rebecca's focus is on a more sustainable model.
I started looking into the fashion industry, and the amount, I didn't even know it was the second highest under the oil industry for pollution. But for me, when I started, it wasn't really a sustainable focus intentionally. I think for me it was always been just that I love reusing items, and also it's more cost efficient too, right down to scraps. Like, I get given some offcuts, I use those for community jobs. My offcuts I give to different projects, like community projects.
The mother of three grew up in Perth, her family part of the stolen generations.
I was born here on Whadjuk country. Nana was a Ballardong Whadjuk woman. Her and her siblings were actually placed into a mission or an orphanage.
Rebecca developed her work ethic as a teenager, caring for her own baby.
Then I had a daughter when I was 18, so that was really beautiful, becoming a mum, a young mum.
She later married and had 2 more children and is now coping with more change.
I actually had a marriage breakdown and a separation probably about 4 years ago. Deadly Denim was sort of born around that time when I really wanted to give back. So this is the Marapai design, the women's piece I told you about, the vendor.
There are so many facets to Deadly Denim and what inspires Rebecca's work that Rebecca says she doesn't see what she's created as a business, more a social enterprise.
It's been self-funded the whole way, so it's been very slow. I was a single parent, I was studying. Like I said, I'd started from complete scratch again, family home gone, back to renting. So it's been a really slow burn. I haven't done any loans.
The business was growing steadily, but when COVID hit, Rebecca turned to Indigenous Business Australia for help.
And actually IBA were my saviour. And I just restructured it like, I had my prices too low. He said, you'll never make a profit or even build the business if you don't raise your prices. Because of the COVID restrictions, I was able to do these Zoom lessons. So I had all of that going on through COVID when it was quiet.
IBA is about developing the economic sustainability of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. So it's important for us to showcase stories like Beck because it's certainly, inspirational for others in that regard. IBA has a Strong Women, Strong Business initiative. So basically it's an online platform that connects Aboriginal women in leadership and business into a platform where they can network with other like-minded women.
I was given a job to make some bags with IBA for their Strong Women, Strong Business conference. And COVID came, they still honoured that and kept that job going, even though their conference had been cancelled through the COVID, so I was really appreciative of that.
I think what Beck has done is phenomenal. She's been able to, intertwine her responsibilities with her family and broader community and utilise that as the basis of the development of her business. And it stands on her identity and her truth as an Aboriginal woman.